doing? Um, just so everybody knows, I will be working on this kit tonight again. So I'll be working on that tonight. And give me just a minute, and I will get the link pinned to the top of the chat. And there you go. The link pinned to the top of the chat. Anybody's welcome in, and like I said, no politics, no religion. It's the only thing I ask. So you got 4 watching. Anybody missed it? Like I said, I'll be working on this tonight. Trying to get the that mongoose one finished up. Trying to. So it looks like I got Jeff and Dan in. Good to see you guys. Dan, how you doing?
Evening, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Good to see you again. Looks like you're still working on that Porsche, huh?
Yeah, it's coming along. Can you hear me all right?
Yep, I can hear you.
Cleared the Ferrari last night.
Man, that looks like it polished out real good.
Actually, that's out of the gun. I got to wait about 4 more days before I can polish it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Is that 2K clear on it?
Yep. Yeah, it's 5 to 7 days before you can polish. So that's just straight out of the gun.
Wow.
I had a couple little specks. I had some dust issues, but those will polish right out. And I love the way the carbon fiber decals look after you clear them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, a couple weeks ago I was working on the rear air diffuser. 19 decals to get this sucker together. Of course, the camera's picking it up, but the carbon came out pretty nice. If it would focus. Anyway, this still has some photo etch to go on it and whatnot, but pretty happy with the way it turned out. This, I won't polish this. This is too complex of a shape. But
nice.
Coming along, I think it's going to be a pretty cool looking car.
Yeah, so yesterday
I did all that clear coating.
I got some color on that McLaren.
Oh, how's that coming?
It came out pretty good. I mean, the camera obviously isn't doing it any justice at all.
Is that what is that, like a candy color? What is that?
Yeah, what that is it's a holographic nail polish, and then the orange, clear orange Tamiya over the top.
Oh, no kidding. That looks great.
So it looks good. There's no clear or nothing over it yet though. So yeah, I was real pleased with the way it turned out. And then of course I'll have to tape it up, and there's some areas that need to be sprayed with the satin black and black. So
That's looking really nice. Yeah, I can't wait to get this put together once I get this polished out. I haven't painted the interior yet, but it's not a whole lot left to do. Wheels and photo etch and brakes and all that are done. I did the front grills are already shaped and painted, ready to glue in too. So this will go pretty quick once I get it polished.
yeah,
Got a nice Alpha kits. Always have nice wheels and brakes.
yeah.
I did the put color on the aluminum coupe last night. I got to do some dust removal though. This is nice Mercedes red color.
Yeah.
It'll
There you go. Yeah.
look like that when it's done.
Yeah, that's a nice color.
Yeah, it's Almondine red. It's called. It's Mercedes factory color. Never actually seen it on a car, but that's over white. I bet this would look really good over gold.
Oh yeah. Yep.
For some reason, this kit I've had to sit on the desk. I thought I dusted it out. I picked up some dust, but the nice thing with this paint, it's hit it with 3000 and touch it up and keep going. It's a weird.
Yeah, we got Jason over at KRD's in. Hey, Jason. Donnie's in. Links to the top if you guys want to join in. Feel free. Kevin Smith joined in. Hey, Kevin.
Where's Jeff? I thought he was on. I'm talking earlier.
Yeah, I seen him in the chat. See if I was going to have a live tonight.
Yeah, I got on last night expecting to see Bob.
Was.
I was expecting to see Bob last night, and he didn't get on. I was disappointed. So then I was gonna do my own live last night, and didn't realize my YouTube account wasn't set up. They're making me wait 24 hours for some reason.
Gosh.
Kind of a stupid rule, but man, the dust gods were not nice to me last night. I took the dust out of this and touched it up and put more dust on it. I mean, that's telling me I got to clean my booth. It's got too much crap in it. Takes longer to fill and empty the airbrush than it does to actually do this.
Yeah, I was earlier today. I had I live in an apartment, so kitchen table is my workbench. Like on my days off, during the week, during the day, I'll usually get my spray booth out, and do a couple things in my spray booth. And today, I got this one of those '90s Mustangs that I've been working on. And I was like, okay, the body and the frame and the interior is all ready to go for primer. So I was like, I'll do that. Right. So I got all done spraying those with primer and went to put my air gun in the holder or my airbrush in the holder. And I kind of took my eye away from it the last second and I spilled primer everywhere.
Oh. I had my first paint spill the other night. I hadn't spilled anything in a while. In fact, a buddy of mine made some 3D printed holders for my paint bottles. So soon as I'm done with them, they go back in that little holder. I call them training wheels. But I was painting. I was doing some touch-up work on this, and I had the cap off the bottle, and I had used a little pipette, which I don't always do, but I was using such a small amount of paint I didn't want to waste any. And
right.
I had the bottle in this hand, and I had the pipette in this hand, and I dropped the pipette, and I went to catch it, not realizing I had an open bottle of paint, and I spilled this blue all over my hand. And lacquer's got some real staying power. I come upstairs and I was like, what the hell? My hand's all blue. I got blue on the floor. As the other group give me crap because I was telling you guys I was using a paint mixer, one of the glass bottles, and I hit the edge. I heard this little tink, and it shot out a piece of glass and dumped a whole bottle of paint all over my desk.
Oh, geez.
That's when I went and bought one of those like Vortex style mixers. Probably being a little too anal, but I usually, before I clear, I'll get these things under the magnifier. Look for any specks of dust I got in the paint before I do the clear so I can get rid of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually what I do too. I'll go through with and use a magnifier and look real good at everything before I start spraying anything. Even the primer, color, clear. Whenever I go to do any of that stuff,
yeah, I do the primer too. And it's crazy as many coats of this put on, it still goes on so thin. Sand out a little piece of dust and go right to the primer. What kind of bird do I hear in the background?
That?
What kind of bird you got? Is that a bird I'm hearing?
I still didn't hear you.
I said, you got a bird in your place?
Oh yeah. 3 of them.
Cool.
2 parakeets, and we got a pineapple conure. Some days they're nice and quiet. Other days they're noisy as hell. Oh, Red's in. Red, good to see you. Oh,
Trying to figure this out. I was setting up a second camera in the booth, and it's giving me troubles.
Ah.
How do I rotate my camera in the settings, or can you?
That I don't know.
Ugh.
I am probably one of the most computer illiterate people on the planet.
Huh.
Mhm. It's snowing up there, Jeff?
Damn.
I guess then it would be a bad time for me to tell you that it was 70 and sunny here all day then.
Oh, I wish.
I don't think it would. I don't think it made it to 70. I think it was more like mid 60s. I think it was here today, but the sun was out all day. See that? My birds quieted down for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to get a rig set up for this booth camera.
Mm. Right. Dan said it looks like he made a camera rig out of a old desk lamp. That's what I need to do and invest in some more cameras because, like I said, I'm using the camera off my laptop. So it gets kind of rough trying to move my camera so anybody can see what I'm doing. I think I might do that here in the next week or so. I believe that, Red. It will cost more than the more than the camera. Yeah, I was kind of waiting for Amanda's working for H&R Block, so this week is going to be her last week doing that. So I was going to kind of wait till next week and have her help me, set it up and stuff like that, because she's the computer savvy one, not me. There's Jeff.
Howdy.
How are you doing?
Good. Why did that do that in a weird color? That's all right. Totally different off the wall color for a tractor trailer truck. Thanks to Tim Brown. Thinking I may need to tape off and do the grill body color. What do you think, Teddy O'Mail?
Do the grill body color?
Yeah, either that or darker blue like that. It's a kind of a contrast.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with this top half, this the bottom half, and I was like, nah, I just like that coral blue too much. Actually been working on stuff. Where the hell Dan go again? Oh, never mind.
Oh, I know he was. There he is. I think he switched back to his desk camera.
Yeah, I gotta get this setup tweaked a little bit here.
So he's Lieutenant Dan, you're Bubba Gump, and Jimmy is Forrest. Oh crap! I only see one of them there. Where the hell's my other one?
Hey, will you be able to show that video I sent you earlier, Jeff?
Hold on. If you send it to me via Facebook, hold it.
Yeah.
If you send that to me via Facebook, I can.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, neither have I. Otherwise, I would have shown Jeff Secanelli's newest family member the other day.
Yeah.
I think that's going to pull off nice being white. Sometimes chrome's a little too much. And now I got to find my other stick shifting lever.
Let me see. If
I mean, I can pull it up there, but I can use my phone. I said I'm not the smartest man in the world at dying and Bubba.
Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can figure this out here. Yeah, because oh, maybe I didn't send that to you on Facebook or on Facebook Messenger.
No, you sent it via text.
Yeah, okay. I thought I sent it to you Facebook. Oh, I sent it to Fred via Facebook Messenger. That's who I sent it Facebook Messenger to.
Who?
Fred.
Oh. This is weird. Of course, there's no damn parts on here, so you can't figure out what's with it. No, they are both.
Oh, it's not coming up. Why is that not coming up? No. No, it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to play. Dirty rotten.
But you should be able to do it to your phone and then bring it up as the present on screen. What's the other part I was going to do?
We may have to do it this way. Well, see, I can pull it up on the Facebook Messenger that I sent to Fred. But
Yeah,
as soon as I make it full screen, the video won't play. It won't show.
Again, I'm not the smartest man, so.
Me either.
Have enough brains just to get me in trouble.
Right?
Or Brian would say, yeah, there's a public you and private you. I was like, yeah, they're not the same. It's like somebody goes, you were a drunken asshole last night. I should take it up with drunken Jeff. Sober Jeff and drunk Jeff are not the same Jeff. They didn't get the humor. They didn't get the humor in it. No, they're like, yeah, whatever.
Huh.
You know, if I can just figure out where I put some parts, I'd be all set. Found him.
Let's try that.
I'm going to use that glue because this glue does not like to do that.
Now let's see. No.
Oh, that's what I effing lost. Damn it. Oh. Great. My truck's going to overheat before it even gets on the shelf. I dropped the motor. Now I can't find the damn the fan. Bob told me he's going to do a Friday Night Live because he missed last night.
Yeah, tell Bob thanks. I waited here for hours.
Yeah, I guess he was having.
I'm off work this week. I got nothing else to do. I was planning to do some building, but I've been so busy. I'm like, it seems like the only time I get a chance to build is during a live. So I was down here.
Yeah, I get busy, and I'm a slacker. All right, I'll be back in a second. I got to see if I can figure out where
I was in here just waiting. Like, so I'm like, well, you know what? I'll go live, and then I go to find out my YouTube account is not set up to do it.
Trust me, once you start doing lives, everybody expects you to do them constantly. Just so
I don't
you
mind
know.
doing it. I mean, when I'm on the bench, I don't mind doing it.
I just stay away. I'm trying to actually. The only reason I'm here is because, well, I like Teddy, and I kind of got him into doing it, and he's doing it on his own now. So, oh yeah, I got to show you these. Probably won't show too well on camera. Let me see if I can figure out what over here. Where are you? God dang it!
Bro, battery cable kit. Yeah.
Them are 3D parts. Friggin' Bob does an ass-kicking job.
There's a different Bob?
Well, it's Ed from Bob's Hobby Shop in RC. I'll email you. I'll upload a picture in a while.
Gary's here now. Gary Ride the Wind is in now. I don't know.
Oh,
everybody asked me if it's a canoe. It's the Aluma Coupe.
Hey, did you see? Yeah, did you see the comment I left for you? The second comment on the live before it started.
Yeah. I like the countdown. I don't know why I thought you were getting on at like 6:30 for some reason. So I came in here. I'm like 30 minutes. Damn it! I got to find something to do.
So Gary, apparently, I told everybody that your father got around a little bit and was unbeknownst to you that Dan's your brother, American brother. I said the American version of Ride to Win. I'm like,
oh, I don't know if I go that far. Shit.
I'm like, why didn't Kevin Smith? I'm waiting for him to say, why not me? Because you ain't smart enough to be Gary.
I genuinely wear socks when I'm building.
The man is a serious degenerate. He's all right, but he's a degenerate.
Yeah, there. I sent it to you on Facebook Messenger now, Jeff. Because I can't get it to pull up on my damn computer.
Give me a minute. I am in the middle of actually. I know, Ted. It's hard to believe, but I'm actually working on models.
I know. I didn't say you had to do it right this second.
I was actually wondering. I was shocked. I've never seen Jeff build.
I'm a very quiet builder.
There's a guy.
Yeah, that's like me. I get into working on what I'm doing, and I forget I'm on a live or something.
I'm bad about forgetting to check the comments.
Oh, by the way,
you gotta have somebody assigned to the comments.
Gary Ride to Win messaged me earlier today. He wanted me to all give you a kind message. He said, for all you girls, guys that hate that heavy chicks, he hopes you go home with a skinny girl who looks ugly as a Pete Rose and is infested with 1 million fleas.
Jesus. What did Pete Rose ever do to you?
Yeah, I know Pete Rose was actually talented. And as he said, he'd made the world's ugliest female.
I mean, if she looks like Pete Rose and can hit like him, I'm good.
I'm not saying anything to that. It's a shame he'll never get in the Baseball Hall of Fame, and there's worse people in there than him.
You know, I wish they would. They need to back off that. That was just so stupid.
It was like one of the Chicago Black Sox. Never
Yeah.
bet, never took any money, but yet somehow he was in with that group no matter what. Well, he knew. Well, he was in a no-wins position. All right. Where the hell did I put that box?
Man, there must have been, this was done in white primer. I must have had dust in the primer because this color code was just full of bits and bumps and stuff.
Boy, I'm actually I'm thoroughly impressed. I haven't heard one cuss word tonight.
Shit. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay a man now. That is a rule of Ted's Live. You get 25-cent fine for every cuss word.
You got AMPs in here, man. It's going to happen eventually.
Give me a second, Teddy, and I'll bring that up.
Yeah, no, like I said, there's no rush on it. We're gonna be here for a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed you guys went way beyond your. I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to keep an hour count on your hours.
Yeah,
2-hour one, so that it evens it out. I mean, like I said, worst comes to worst, I can give you my account to use. So.
Oh, you're paying by the hour?
No, free account. You get 20 hours for free.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and I think I've been keeping it to like keeping my lives to like 3 hours, which is just fine. It's
What do y'all think? Combination?
So I should be fine. I shouldn't even be close to going over.
If man, I'm about to get a couple of Zoom accounts. I wonder if it's just set that up and everybody can share that. It's unlimited.
Yes, they did. They did a Chevy Thunder. Monogram did that. Here, hold on a second, Gary. Let me do this with Ted first. And yeah, I'm the last person you want to talk about that freaking crappy movie with. This is something Ted did this week.
Huh?
Yeah, I showed Dan earlier, but I think the video will show it a little better than what I could show on here. There you go.
I'm like, why did you put the orange over it? I like the prismatic,
Nice.
silver prismatic by itself, but that was me.
I did too, but the the all the decals and stuff that go with that car are orange related. So
Excellent job.
So yeah, that didn't even have any clear on it yet.
I just know it's Gary's asking about Days of Thunder. Yeah, that was Illumina. Hey, you didn't like that movie, Jeff? I always liked that movie.
There's a reason. Because, I mean, some of what they said, which one are you looking for, Gary? Because there are several. Let me bring these up. So you want either the Mountain Dew, the Hardee's, or the City Chevrolet?
Was it Mountain Dew or Mellow? It was Mellow Yellow, wasn't it?
There was multiple versions of it. See, like you got that's the Hardee's Illumina.
So Jeff,
That's the City Chevrolet, which was never in Charlotte. It was in Concord, North Carolina, just next to Charlotte. Then you got this one as well. Stop screen. Let me redo this real quick, Ted.
Well, I was gonna say, didn't they have a Superflow one too?
Yep. Let me see. Yeah, you can see it behind this one.
Wasn't Superflow before they got their sponsor? I haven't seen a movie in a while.
Don't remember.
I heard Jeff didn't like the movie because of the objectification of the stripper dressed like a police officer.
Do you know who that's based on? Do you know who that's based on? He contracted the HIV virus that killed him in Montreal. He was up north for a NASCAR North race, and they were at Scenario. Him and a guy named Steve Pullen went out, partied, and they actually traced it back to her. But
Was that Tim Richmond?
Bingo.
That movie may be what?
He was a good driver, but he wasn't a great driver.
One of the few movies that Dennis Quaid actually had a normal character to play.
Yep. Yeah, he lives about an hour from me. So on this car, I'm thinking instead of doing this, I'm going to go. The reason why, this is a seat. I'm thinking doing like this trim. I got to redo it, put it at white, and do up and just leave the drip rails alone. What do y'all think? I think it would look good with that
You're
white.
gonna do what?
Instead of putting chrome, put white. See? Enough to accent the body. Not overly do it. I've never cared for chrome grip rails and stuff. Of course, they always caused rusting problems. But yeah, Rowdy. Rowdy was in the Hardys, and that's when Tom Cruise's character got the Superflow. I could do a white stripe on it or just do a single stripe, but they're actually, that's the one thing that drives me crazy with modeling. You look down here, how many times have you ever seen actual chrome windshield wiper blade? On a custom car, they're all set to chrome plating, but everything else is nickel plated and bucked out.
Oh yeah, when I hate when they chrome plate them, I would strip those down.
That's my personal taste. There you go, Russ Wheeler. The reason I don't agree with that movie because it makes too much of a mockery of how highly intelligent a lot of them people are. And I got, God, I can't tell you. I'd walk into a pit area and say, "Oh, it's gonna be like Days of Thunder," and you look at them like, God, I just want to clock you upside the head. Then you Talladega Nights. I'm not a Will Ferrell fan, but damn, the movie was funny. It was meant to be what it is. Yeah, Mellow Yellow is not a good company to deal with. NHRA's they owe them a lot of money. Oh, it was the Exxon car. It had Superflow on the hood, but it was actually the Exxon car.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
Which would be, let me bring this up. And that's not that one.
Boston Buds, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Daryl Waltrip ran a Superflow Exxon car, which is, give me a minute and I'll show you, Gary. Oh, where the hell are you? But I believe you're correct that they did at one point have one of the cars with Superflow on it. I'm almost thinking that was. Let me keep looking. Okay, here's the actual car from the movie. Again, hold it. Let me bring that up. You can get that from, give me a second. Go to the site, you dumbass.
There it is.
Yep. This is.
Oh, I forgot about that hot pink one.
Yep. Well, it's actually neon red, but close enough.
Yeah, it's hot pink. Come on, it was the 80s. Don't.
Yep. That car is actually still in existence in Papa Joe Drive in Welcome, North Carolina. I mean, here, Concord, North Carolina. Give me a second. I will get to that Mike's decals. I believe that's what they said. Okay, Rowdy Burns had that one as well. I believe that. I don't know if that's Corda Clay's kit or not. Give me a minute, and I will be back.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that at the Acme show.
All right, here we go. Gold Thringle. Well, I think that's, yep. And the ice cream cone was a legitimately. That movie, that barn is dilapidated now in Mooresville, North Carolina. Oh, crap. People don't understand. Kevin, I'm going to explain this to you why I got a minute, but you got this one. Let me go back a page. But yeah, you got the Exxon. You got the Exxon down here as well. Mellow Yellow, City, Goody's Headache Powder, and the Hardee's one. Back originally, so Boston and Kevin get it understand it's not a non-heterosexual thing. There are cases like that back in the day when the internet was first starting to get popular. That was called a hug in a meme, not a meme in an emoji thing. So,
Hey, what?
So stop trying to make it into something it was never intended to be said in the way you took it. Good Lord. And did you see that? Did you see that text I sent you? I found out what I'm going to do with that kit Bob sent me. Oh,
You talking to me?
yep. Well, let me. Where the hell did I put my phone?
Oh yeah. Which one? That funny car or the truck?
I thought about doing a
Oh yeah. You texted me that. Yeah.
because this had the 4 headlights, the Gone Color Me Gone worm. And this one had the 4 headlights in the actual. That's interesting. Other than the Coca-Cola, which I would automatically leave off. Sorry. That, but I'm thinking with that gold, instead of black, have a silver leaf kind of outline it. Oh yeah.
Was that an old
No.
Charger, isn't it?
Yep. I know, Kevin.
I was gonna say if anybody else wants to join in, more than welcome. I got room for 6. So links pinned to the top of the chat if anybody wants to join in.
Yeah, Kevin. No, I'm good. No, I've never. Outside of my family, you have to be very, very close to me to get a hug. Just not a huggy type person. As long as your face ain't and feet aren't camera, Gary, yes, you can. Oh, it's not my life. I don't care.
Getting covered in honey. Good Lord. I don't think I want to see that, Gary.
He'd be building models with his feet in the photos and all time in the video. So. Oh. Kissing on the cheek is a totally different thing. That's a sign of respect. You know, you don't honor it. Never mind. And please hit the smash and like button for Ted.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Dan might be going back over to the paint booth again. There, looks like.
Ah, crap, I missed that. I hate when I do that. It's okay. It's easy fix. No, I pulled the Kevin Smith and forgot a few things, but that's okay. My brain's still intact. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
You're right back, guys.
Well, I have been working on a semi truck. I'm just still mocking. I've got to cut this up and move the rear end forward and cut half off, which is not a big deal because it's only a single axle service bed. Mr. Henry Robb was kind enough to gift me. Yeah, I gotta get caught up. I will be here for the May 3rd when that build's going on. I gotta get back on that. But Teddy, I picked out a color I think you'll like. Let me go grab it real quick. I'm not sure how well it'll show up, but that's almost a GTO orange. Well, if you get models constantly in progress, you're going to get more done, and you can use more patience. But boy, isn't it quiet with no profanity in here, Eddie?
That's because Jimmy's working.
All right, Gary Ride to Win. Here we go. Here's a link to them. Trying to find Illumina. Give me a minute. Way overpriced on his model kits. I want this Smith & Wesson one. I can ask my buddy if he'll ship over overseas. It will be expensive, but it could probably be done. For you, Gary, it would probably be smarter to go through. Here, let me bring that up. Oh, they didn't have any. But you'd probably be able to find something via eBay over there. Well, you could get it technically cheaper here, but with shipping, it will cost you a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
But my buddy can get it usually for $6. If you're Gary, you want? Yes, you're on Facebook. Some people like this guy, some don't. There you go, Teddy O'Mail.
Yeah.
Original. Oh God, that thing was horrifying. Missing wheelie bars, windshield, partially assembly, no radiator rad sport, no display, and no badge, and no decals. Some idiot's going to pay an ungodly sum for that, but that's okay. It's just not me. Oh no, that's more Teddy style right there. Oh, I didn't even, I'm sorry.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see, is it still showing? Okay. Let me redo this. That don't look like a Chevelle body to me. Oh, there's one in the box. That one ain't up there. Oh, God, thanks. Reminds me, I got to tell Mr. Darby to come on in. I'll take you. You can take your BMW. I'll go get a Buell. We'll see who wins, Gary. Just saying. So, what did you think of them little 80? Let me send you a text pic of them. You can see them better. Or did I send you one, Ted? Nope, I did. The text photo will show them a lot better. Yeah, no, Kevin, Gary, you have no understanding my level of crazy. I'm the only person riding in an airplane that decides, yeah, let something happen to the pilot so I can drive this son of a bitch. If I'm gonna die, I might as well go out.
Yeah, let me lay down in front of the minivan.
Hold it. We'll go there. Give me a second. Is it me or is Gary and Kevin how can I say this? No, I'm gonna shut up. Boy, I'm ahead. Oh, where are you, Jess? We just you leave no stone unturned trying to find kids. We have proof that no harm was done to Amanda's ride. And I'm not linking you to where this is. Oh, crap. All right, bud. Hey, Ride to Win. You guys need to start. How come you don't send me no expensive airbrushes? Oh, never mind. I'm not able. I'm not a chubby. Never mind. Now you guys are going to have to search YouTube to find that post. You don't be telling anybody.
Mhm.
And if you want a really good tip experience, go to I'm trying to remember the name of Amanda's channel right offhand. Ted, help me.
Hold on.
Yeah, that would be correct. Terry's Rental. I think I got the car. I know I got the car on the wall.
No, that's wrong this year. There he is.
Andy Auto Works and Custar Collection. Hold on, and let me give her.
Where did it go? I lost it. Hold on, I'll find it.
Amanda's Model Works and Custar Collection.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
For some reason, I can't find it on YouTube. Let me go look at the country. Let me look at this again.
Oh, dinner. Dan brought us dinner.
It's not showing it. Ted, you might have to pull it up. I can't.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my studio set up and going here.
Teddy, can you find it and link me to it? Because I can't seem to pull up her channel.
I'm looking for it. No, it's going to say there's not a lot there.
We just showed it the other night.
Yeah, I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
Yeah, Gary, and I just spent $1,000 going for a wedding. All right, I'm gonna go get this. Let me see. I found it.
He didn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, he can hear you now.
I got it, and this is one I'm bringing up. This
Actually,
is
have
a
three
really
of those
good,
airbrushes for sale, Gary.
this is a good custom at WATKIAMA. That's how you get your paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'd like to be able to, but I see how cheap you are, Gary.
Oh,
All right, Gary. That's okay. For every time you mention the word Pete or Jimmy, Amanda's going to find you $1.50. But this is a really good thing right here. Go through this whole list.
Can we start the bidding?
No, this is a cost saving list, and I linked it, and it's very good. Hey, when I die, Amanda gets all of my model kits, and Ted can't ever touch them.
I can't. They'll all be started.
No, I got a load of them. I still got one from Acme. I haven't even got around to building yet. That 77, 78 Camaro. If that's the case, Gary, I know how you can make the most friends and get the most people to subscribe you. You pay the $4,000, you get everything, every tool, every paint, and I'll ship it to whoever you want. Of course, you pay for that, and Jimmy would be the one, and you'd never see me on YouTube again. You would never see Jeff's Model Mayhem again. I guarantee it. But I'd come back as Amanda and Durst Model Works. And how's Miss Amanda doing? Or I should say Miss K.
I think I have to poop.
God.
What did she
Thanks.
say? She was saying what she said.
Yep.
I gotta rumble.
I'm not repeating it.
I got a turtle head poking out.
Oh my
Good
God.
Oh, you think Gary's? Oh, you have no idea. You want to see Amanda turn loose? It'd be the greatest comedy hour on YouTube. We'd all get freaking demonetized, thrown off, and everything else. But damn, we'd have fun doing it.
Yeah, right? That's right. I ain't making any money off of this anyway.
Maybe I'll paint the rims of that semi this color. That'd be interesting. Because the only reason I say that, now I won't use these because they're not semi wheels, but look how much that red and white pop. I'd love to give me somebody make some artillery wheels in a semi version. Still gonna put the crane on it. I should just disappear. Maybe you'd get more people liking you. I was thinking, we could move you to Friday night, or see if we can work with Bob, move him to Fridays, move you to Tuesdays.
I am moving Friday night. Because I had to get up and work Saturday morning, remember?
That's why I said to see, work with Bob. Bob is a good character. I know he was having real bad back spasms yesterday.
No, was he?
Mm-hmm. I just sold my Kenworth Fred's wrecker. I sold 2 Peterbilts to a friend of mine, and needed the money more than they needed their kids. And went to a good home and a good friend. Gary, I don't need it. If I need something, I'll go buy it.
It's funny you should mention that because I happen to have some things for sale.
And that's why they're up there. I got 2 airbrushes that work great, and I'm happy with them, and I don't need to get over my head. I'm 60, my health is failing, so I'm just going to enjoy the ride on the way out.
This one I like the Infinity so much. I bought the special edition one. Nothing different other than it looks pretty.
Jesus Christ. Gary would live at the glory hole for that one. Either that or he dressed Germany up as a big woman and hang him out at the Isle of Man's TT race. We'll work for tires. I'll send you let me actually do that again. Oh, crap. Dang it. Gary, with you, I wouldn't be surprised. Just saying. I can only imagine what you'd do with your British counterparts if you if they didn't have you on a filter. British ride to win. Somebody offered me a Harden Steinbeck if I said that to you. You're British.
What are you painting with now, Jim?
Oh, so you're England's little bitch. Okay. You were right, Dan. He you know, he's Prince Charles' little girlfriend. And Gary, if you keep it up, I will text somebody. You don't want an angry Durr at the whiteboard. I'm just saying. And Kevin Smith, I've deleted all of them. Amanda, if you can hear me, young lady, please do a special whiteboard of Gary and his husband, Mrs. Ride to Win. I mean, Jimmy.
I don't think she's paying any attention. She's out there watching videos.
Watch it a second. Teddy. But she loves her Fafa. Big difference. It could be she's watching videos, but she said I sent her a text of what you said. Trust me, Ted can verify. Who does she love the most on YouTube besides you, Ted?
That doesn't have to be you.
All right. Don't you forget it. When I go to Kentucky on my way to just outside of Indianapolis, I'll stop and see Durr and get a proper hug, properly groped, and go, Jesus Christ, Ted. No wonder you're tired all the time.
Huh? What?
Still on the porch, Dan, I see.
Foreskin?
Yeah, I've got
No.
interior is done except for one decal on the steering wheel. Actually, I'm about to paint these radiators here, and just doing some body work to get that ready. That's really all that's left.
Can I see the underneath of that? Oh no, never mind. I've seen it before online. Oh, so I'm thinking that first. Go ahead, Dan.
Most of their kits look like this underneath their.
So I'm thinking my Inferno Orange, which is kind of like a GTO orange. Thinking with tan, Ted, or should I go with a cyber gray for interior?
What are you building?
When I get ready to build my 37.
What's the outside?
My brother works. He designs. And,
the 37 Ford.
He builds custom work. Well, he's going to get me some laminated wood. I'm going to put in the bed. No, he's over bothering Cliff. He hops back and forth.
Who's that? Gary?
Yeah. No. Cliff. I mean, sorry, not Cliff. Kevin.
Oh.
Yeah, they're over there. They're bothering Cliff. No, I'm happier them two are over there than they're leaving us alone. Don't have to put up with them. One of them dislikes me. The other one really dislikes me. You know, I had some people I worked with made me cry one day. They told me I actually give a shit. You don't ever say that to a grown man. Don't ever say that to me because I don't. Lie to me like I give a shit.
I'm going to give a shit myself.
Hey Amanda, before you leave, you do your daily
Before I
duties.
go poop?
Gary Ride to Win thinks you like him more than you do me.
No. I can tell you that flat out.
And he said you would never put him on the whiteboard.
I wouldn't put him on the whiteboard?
Yep.
Jeff, you know the drill. Send me pictures.
As soon as I get to him, Gary, I will. So, Dan, you got that challenge? You got to get me a facial picture of Gary.
Say what? I don't have a picture of him. I don't want a picture of him.
Or hey Amanda, we could do a heart shaped out of Gary's feet for Jimmy. Serious. I'm trying to figure out what she's saying. Oh no, that was on YouTube. Never mind. That's a little late back there. And if you please would hit the like button for Ted.
Who? I liked it before you even started. I did not ask for a picture of feet. Thank you, Gary.
Oh, I just see on Throttle Power or somewhere that about a show in Indiana that I think the one you were talking about. I can't think of the name of it.
Circle City Modelers will be the next one coming up. That's the club I'm kind of a member of.
Okay, that's the one that's south towards. It's more in the south and central or southwest, southeast Indiana.
Oh no. Oh, you're talking about Indiana. I thought you meant Indianapolis.
Yeah.
No, I think there is one coming up in Peru.
There you go. That one I told you about.
That's next. That's this Saturday, actually.
Yep.
Are you going to that?
No. I had somebody talk to me that was on. He's the one Shane who gave Tim all them skeletons, and he's like, "I thought you were coming." I was like, "No, in the summertime. I got to get through this wedding first."
Yeah, the Circle City one is this summer, I think. I don't remember the exact date.
Yeah, don't they do a couple?
That one's going to be at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, Lebanon, Indiana. I know that. Okay.
Yeah, the other one that was on the 5th, I didn't even know about. It showed up in my freaking Facebook stream the day, like halfway through the day, on the day of the contest. So that's helpful.
Yep. Who's your model cars? I think they do too. Both of them are at the Lebanon Fairgrounds, which is kind of a suburb of Indy.
Yeah, it's like a half an hour from me. I'm on the south side of the city. You drive up here or fly up here for that, or if you go?
I would fly into Louisville, hang out with a good friend of mine, James Darby. Then I'm not a member of the group, but it should have there up there.
Yeah, Louisville is straight. You would pass by me on the way there if you're coming from Louisville.
Well,
you ever been to Upscale Hobbies?
No, I've
He's
heard of that again because of Tim.
he's a little bit north. He's a little bit north of. I gotta look him up again. A little bit north of Louisville.
What sled trailers, Papa?
They are in Sellersburg.
Okay. There's
You got some cool stuff in there.
there's a place that start Southside Slots. It's right in Indy, Annapolis, just like 4 miles from downtown.
I'm not familiar with that one. I know about Innovative Slots.
Okay, that's the one. Innovative Slots.
They got a nice setup in there. Have you ever been there?
No, Tim was
They
talking about it, met with him online.
got a 8-lane tri-oval and a 2-lane drag strip there. I've been giving him some advice. He's starting to build up a fairly decent hobby shop there too. He's got quite a bit of models and supplies and stuff.
I've got some friends from San Pedro. If I fly into Indy, I'll stay. Is there any nice hotels by Indianapolis's airport?
There's a couple of brand new hotels that are just like right a couple miles from the terminal.
Yeah, and how expensive are they? You know?
Oh God, I don't remember. They weren't terrible. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were over $100 a night though.
Well,
typical close to an airport hike on the hotel rooms.
Let me take a look here. I'm sure you can. Yeah, better if you get away from the airport.
Well, because it's like a 5-hour drive from Indy, 5.5 hours from there to Louisville. So
yeah, you get $76 a night, 4 miles.
No, it should only be like 2 hours from Indy to Louisville.
It's not even that. It's like an hour and a half, hour 45. It's 90 miles. It's 90 miles to from my house to. Well, yeah, probably 2 hours for you to go to North Side. It takes me about an hour and a half to get to Sellersburg, which is like 90 miles for me, and he's literally across the border. He's on the north side of Louisville.
Well, I want to go to that one simply because the problem is flying into Louisville. You got to fly on some less than desirable type airplanes. Meet with James and spend some days around there doing some stuff. Go over to Scale Reductions up in Louisville, which is like an hour or so from him, I guess, hour and a half. And of course, if we're on our way to Indy, I've got to stop in Florence because if I don't, well, I'll never be seen again, literally. I wonder why, Ted. I don't
know.
My back couldn't take it. I could not physically sleep in a car again. And don't confuse me with Jimmy. That's why I keep trying to talk Bob and Jimmy into going to Indianapolis. They said Louisville is closer. It looks closer, but it'd be a straight shot from where they are to Bing Bang Boom to the Lebanon Fairgrounds. And again, I've watched so many of Tim's videos that you can tell where the better deals you're going to get than other places. You got like Derby City Modelers. They do a couple shows a year.
Yeah, Louisville's a lot closer. It's like, from me, it's like 240 miles to St. Louis.
Well, one of my friends would be coming in from Wabash, and another one would be coming in from about 40 minutes outside of Des Moines, Iowa. So I'm trying to find an easiest enough location. And
Louisville's a good place to fly in. It's so I'm like 90. It's like 99 miles from my house to St. Louis. So add another 25, 30 miles on it to get to Lebanon.
Yeah, because Lebanon's like 10 miles or so, 14 miles outside in the northwest corner.
Yeah, I mean it's not a bad drive from the airport, but if you're Louisville, Chicago's 180 miles, not worth it. The drive from Louisville is nothing. It's pretty much dead highway. There's not a lot of traffic. It's not a bad drive at all.
Or you could fly into CVG. It's only 2-hour drive to
Yeah, that's true too.
Indianapolis from here.
So what are you going to do? Pick me up and then drop me off at James's for the week?
Who, me?
You know, if I get in your house, your wife's going to handcuff me. Nope, that's my papa, and he can't go anywhere. It's kind of like it would be like a real life Elmore. And she can hear every word I'm saying.
Yeah.
You never know.
I'm just trying to figure out how I can get them high pollutant gummies on the plane. Now, Ted, I've had the pleasure of meeting Ted and Fred and Brian, Terry too, Leadhead Customs, Jimmy, Don Piggott, Scott, Ted and Barb and Ken, old Brent Tom, Mark Batson, Ernest, Spunky Monkey. God, dude. Tim Brown, obviously. Well, that's the second time I met Tim.
BG.
BG. That was the second time I met BG. Oh, God. Who else? Cicanelli. Jeff Cicanelli is a freaking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. If you don't, I'm serious. If you don't like Jeff Cicanelli, we cannot be friends. He is freaking. He took a picture of me and Brian together and he posted it. A bunch of people and said, Jesus Christ, Elliot drew the shot stuck with him for the night. I was like, he showed me during Acme when we were sitting outside the patio. I'm going, you bastard, but it was funny. Well, if you can get near Jacksonville, Florida, I'd probably meet up with you. And every time you move your hand under your camera, it flickers. Not now. Oh. Nope. You got Jimmy's address. You go visit Jimmy.
That's the software I'm using. I'm using OBS to run the multiple cameras, and for some reason it causes a flicker. I don't know why.
Somebody who uses one of that type systems is Brian and Blue Street Custom. But yeah, like I said, James and me get along great. Hell of a good dude, hell of a modeler. But the two guys that I want to meet up with are brothers in every sense of the word. I just
be able to get a cheap flight into East Coast and then over here.
Yeah, I'd fly down from here to Baltimore because Delta out of Burlington would fly me to one place and then it'd put me on like an Ember 145. I'm like, screw that shit.
Yeah, no, stay off of those Ember Air 145s.
A nice,
especially if you want to fly into Fort Wayne, that's what I'm like, hell no.
No, Fort Wayne's 2 hours from Indy too.
So I'm figuring Wabash was even bigger distance. But Tony Leonard and Kenny Gilmore, good friends.
I hear New York City has some really good helicopters.
Yeah.
Oh, too soon.
That's kind of like the one you pull the helicopter string and it flies in the air and the helicopter stays on the ground, except for one goes up, one comes down, and the other comes down behind it. Yeah, that company should be in big trouble.
Well, I don't want to blame the company until we see what actually happens.
Well, they've had a report to FAA that there was a bad maintenance record, but yeah, I agree with you. And
a lot of small outfits have got in hot water the FAA because they just don't have the budget. But I think the Huey Jet Ranger, or not the Huey, the Jet Ranger that they were in, those things, that's only happened like one other time in the history of that airframe.
I got a friend of mine that works for Pratt Whitney. I know you know who they are.
Yeah.
One of the few civilian
Fresh
jets
Tracy
motors he
cookies.
worked on went down in the Long Island Sound. They went through every department, every inch of that motor, and his stuff passed with flying colors.
This is what I don't get, Ted. I don't know if you saw the pictures. They recovered the main ropes. Not only is the gearbox still attached, but the upper deck of the fuselage is attached to it. I mean, it ripped the structure out. I thought they were going to find. I remember on that helicopter, it's got 4 giant torque tubes that hold the helicopter, and it took. Those were intact, and it took structure with it.
Amanda, could you come back for a second, please, with a Miracle Whip? I want you to explain to Dan what the Miracle Whip joke is.
God.
No,
Hang on, let me see if I have it. Because that was through text, wasn't it?
She wants to know if Miracle Whip's good for testicular rug burns.
Hang on. How long ago was that?
That was quite a while ago. If you saw the whole
my wife has never had Miracle Whip in her life until she met me, and she always buys mayonnaise, and I'm always kind of like, hey, I use Miracle Whip. I don't like mayonnaise.
Dan, all I'd have to say is if you read this whole conversation, you'd be like, she'd even make Gary ride the wind blush.
Uh-huh.
Amanda can make sailor and truckers together blush.
A year ago, I said, when the fuck is Mander Monday? Still waiting on that.
I can't interfere with Cliff. So you like me and save every text.
Oh, yeah. Here's me saying I have the patience of a serial killer.
That's why I'm so sweet and kind to Dirk, because I don't want to be her next victim.
This is smart. Ooh.
Because when Teddy dies, she's gonna mount his skull on her post.
Yeah.
I've already died once.
And I still don't got your head.
Look at you.
Oh, I am not saying a word. Nope. The one thing I would like to do is go to where Jimmy works with Amanda and Ted, especially Amanda. Me and Ted walk in, and Amanda be out back and be trying to run out the door going, shit. Have her head there with a baseball bat. Yeah, just give me your paycheck for the rest of your life and we get along good.
Oh, Fafa, I'm going to send you the screenshot. I got it. Do you want it on Facebook?
Sure. And I can post it and these guys can read the whole thing. I'm trying to figure out first who the hell was sending me this shit. And apparently Ted gave his phone to Amanda to get, to mess with me.
I got your number.
Yeah. And she took Ted's phone and took my number and like started messing with me. Oh, Lord. Teddy? This
Sorry.
is going to go good. All right, here we go.
It's been over a year since the Mayo incident.
Oh, I got to go back to this.
Does he have to put it up or can you?
He has to hit the share screen button. I already got it up there. Can you read this, Dan?
He probably can't hear you. He's painting again.
Yeah. We'll wait till he's done to read this. I noticed Gary ain't saying a word over there.
Smart. Hi, Millie.
What's the matter, Gary? And that's just mild her. Oh God. I will email that to Dan. Dan will be like, what the hell's Damn, I shouldn't have dropped that metal on my thing. I believe it too. Ah, crap over.
Does Gary enjoy pegging? Don't splash it this time, goddammit.
Huh?
I said, don't splash it this time, goddammit.
Splash what?
Whatever you're stirring.
I ain't stirring nothing.
Okay.
Crap, I gotta hit a couple more spots. That's not a big deal. I don't know if I should take them gas tanks and cut them down or not. Not cut them down, but paint them a dark French blue to go with that. Oh, let's try that. See if I can get that to fit in there.
All right, what were you trying to show me?
Hold on. Let me bring it back up here a second.
I'll bet you have, Gary.
All right. All right, Ted, you got to. Yeah, I'll present it again here, Ted. Not that you want to see this for a second time.
What the hell?
That's Amanda at her finest. I'm sitting here on my phone. I'm getting a text. I'm like, well, I better read it in case it's somebody important. And I'm trying to figure out because I don't know the number. I'm trying to figure it out.
How did she get rug burn on her nuts? That's interesting.
It's not hers. It's her husband's. She was dragging him across the floor Neanderthal style. She rode Teddy hard and put him to bed wet. Oh shit! I'm sorry, Ted. I'm sorry, Ted.
Way too much.
Lord.
I apologize. That was called for and unprofessional.
Good Lord.
It says fuss so many times that it almost looks like
Yeah, where's Brian and Fred when you need them? And one night Fred said to Brian and me and a bunch of others, hey, I got the hallway closet. You find your own closet. Hey, Gary's got a comment for you, Amanda. That would all smell awful bad, Gary.
Castrol gear oil works well. Oh. For gas and tank money.
All right, now I wrecked Teddy's live. I feel bad.
No, you didn't.
Oh, you still got 9 watching. That's well.
You so funny, Gary.
How many of you got watching, Teddy?
9.
Good. Well, it should come up on your. Oh no, we're up to 10.
It's up to 10, yeah.
Oh. Now, if that steering wheel stays in place, I'll be happy as a human being.
Oh, I shouldn't have messed with this. I knew this was going to happen.
Uh-oh, that don't sound good.
Hey, I was trying to rescribe the hood to front bumper line, and I slipped, and now it's crooked. Now I got to take the whole thing down.
Who here thinks Amanda should be like Ted's main administrator? Because he won't let me do it. You see how I screw up Brian's live? He you know.
I don't think she wants to do it. She said nope.
Here, Gary, I'm gonna get you the link for where I got this color from. So I used to have a really really nice Porsche dealer by me when I was in California, and there's this guy Moto Man TV that bought this. Will this link work here? Is it going to be jacked up? So that guy did a full walkthrough of his car, including going over every option and what everything costs. But anyway, he's using that gentian blue with the gold wheels.
Ted, if you want somebody to be able to link a post, you go to their name on the YouTube. You can't do it on the StreamYard side. You see them 3 little dots, you click on that, and it'll ask you what you want to make a moderator and all that stuff, and then their link will show up. So it'll give you multiple things you can do. You go to the bottom one, it says make a moderator. You want to make them a super moderator, which they can go in and change people's wording, or just a regular moderator. I trust Dan. I obviously don't trust Gary. You missed it one night. I put under Jimmy's name for an hour. He didn't figure it out. I put Mrs. Ride to Win up there. Everybody was chuckling and laughing at Jimmy. He couldn't figure it out. Why we're all just sitting here going, Brian, you should have never taught me how to do that. But I will tell
Yeah,
you one thing.
I thought I already did that to yours, Jeff.
It's not me. It's Dan.
What?
No, I mean I thought I did that to yours already.
Yeah, I'm blue. Dan just is now. So, what's it cost to ship about 5 or 6 bottles of paint from jolly old England to the United States?
He's got a really good shipper. It's a flat rate. I think it's like $21. And you can ship up to 2 pounds. You can ship about 20. Doesn't matter what you get, whether it's 5 bottles or 18 to 20 bottles. As long as it's under 2 pounds, it's flat rate. So what I usually do when I buy from him to make the shipping worth it is, I'll buy a bunch of paints, or he sells other things too, But takes about a week and a half to get here, and actually from England, it's in the States in like 2 or 3 days. It's a freaking post office. Likes to sit on everything in customs. But
Yeah, you're fine with that, Gary. But I'll tell you right now, you go into the wrong area at Sturgis. I've been to the oldest motorcycle rally in the United States, Laconia. I've seen guys taking off their jet bikes and watch them burn. Ooh, this color looks fucking outstanding. Oh, let me show you this, Teddy. This color. I never heard of it before. Oh, okay. So you know what it's like. Let me get back over here. Twisted Cherry.
oh yeah, they just did a group motorcycle build, and guys asked for a bunch of bike paint colors.
Ooh, that
He doesn't charge extra, so if you've got a paint code or specific paint from a year, if you can get him the paint code, he'll make it. As long as it's in his database.
That's another thing about modeling I disagree with a lot of people on is you'll take guys with 60s cars and they'll put a clear coat. Clear coats never came out to the 70. And about 78, 79 is when they really use it. How long ago? What? Red. But yeah, the guy GP is the one that told us about this.
What's that?
The Pro Scales Finish. They have some really cool colors.
He's got almost 1,000 colors now because so much of us are feeding him colors all the time. He's made up this color here. He made for me after I saw that video that I sent you guys. And then
have you tried any of his textured paint? Or
yeah, the textured are awesome. I use the textured black. It looks like carpet.
I was gonna say, could you use it for vinyl tops?
No, it's more of a flocking type texture than a.
Okay.
I don't think it would look like a vinyl top. I think it would look like a fuzzy top.
All right, Timmy.
If you go to his if you go to his just the category of just pro scale, that's where all his metallics and stuff are. His metallics are phenomenal. I'll put them up there with Alclad or anybody.
Oh, Teddy, what do you like? Pearls, candies, flips, metallic colors.
His color flip. He's got 3 color flips.
What is it?
You heard the lady.
Then he sells.
Aston Martin looks nice.
Oh, some of the Aston Martin colors are amazing. Another thing we can I do Jeff, with people here is if like somebody only wants 1 or 2 bottles and I'm putting an order, I'll just put a big order in for everybody and ship theirs when I get them. I've done that a bunch of times.
Well, I know Outlaw Paint has a new owner, so we're waiting to see how that works out. I really like their stuff. But I'm closer to him than you are because I'm literally on the East Coast.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I was in love with Splash Paints for a while until I started having bad issues with their paints, and that turned me off. And he was in Oregon, I was Southern California. And it was little things like to do a custom color, you got to buy 60, you got to buy 4 ounces. It's like $60 to get him to make a color, and then he doesn't add it to the site. So if you ever need it again, you got to order more. Not that you need with 2 bottles, 2 2-ounce bottles is weight. I mean, you just don't need that much.
Yeah, as I like to call him, a typical left coaster. You know what I mean?
And then his bottles are $8-9 for an ounce. That's like twice what Pro Scale charges.
Yeah, my buddy, because he goes to he's been to Acme a couple of times now. Thanks, reminds me, I've got to get a hold of Miguel. I got to get a hold of Jeff Loveless as well, get that grill picture and see what Miguel will do. Oh, got a guy that's in St. Louis area. If you need something done in scale and done right, that man is a bad human being. Super, super cool guy. If you go back and look at some of Brian's old videos, you hear the name Sexy Taco, you'll know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about. Miguel.
That man has got some talent for making stuff. Now I gotta find somebody who can print me a Bronco body.
Oh my God, Bernie Sanders just takes. I can't.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just turn this into a project. Fucking A.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the 60s cars. They were color standard. They were never, and contrary to great belief, they made them stop using lead in the 50s.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Gary. One of my problems with Splash is Splash works pretty good within their own ecosystem, but
yeah, that's the gripe I have about Outlaws. They, like a Clear or Testers, they work with a fine, but everything else, it will lift the paint.
yeah, the Splash, because I like to use Mr. Servicer. I just think, although I will say Splash's primer is amazing, it's just ridiculously priced.
I think it was $20 for a big bottle.
For what he charges for a bottle of primer, I can get double that amount with Mr. Servicer for less. But I would use Mr. Servicer and I put Splash on top of it and would just ripple and lift it, and it also didn't blend very well. If you like here, I did color touch-ups earlier, and you can't even tell that I did them, and that that's just a very light touch-up. Of course, now you're really going to see here. I'm waiting for this UV resin to dry. I actually have to do something about that. This stuff is a game changer. I think Gary turned me on to this stuff. I don't think I'll ever use putty again after using this stuff.
Gee, Sluggo ain't even here tonight.
But if you see anything you want, Jeff, let me know. I'm going to be putting an order soon. I've got to replenish some of my metallics.
Well, right now I just gotta be smart.
Bright aluminum there. I go through a lot of that. You working on those funny cars, Ted?
What's that?
You working on those funny cars?
I am.
What rig were you working on, Jeff?
I was working on my AMT shitty, can't find a witch out part because you got 5 of them look the same and there's no numbers on the parts. But I was told back then the kids didn't have parts numbers. Some of them. Good friend of mine, Mid-Century Model Works, Henry Robs, gifted me this and 4 other people. 2 of my close friends, Merle Stace and then Tim Brown. And it's even got a crane for this side. I've got to finish up.
Is that 3D printed, I'm guessing? Or no?
Yep. So I've got to cut down the chassis, then cut the second axle off, and then move everything forward.
I thought I saw you working on a semi earlier.
That was the one. This one, all right?
Oh, that's gonna go on a big rig chest. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is too big for a small, so
I'm thinking about cracking out that Peterbilt and getting started on it, but I got too many damn cars started.
Which Peterbilt?
The California hauler.
Okay, that's an AMT one, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
It's the brown and box.
When I was like 3 or 4, my dad built one and used to drool over the thing on the shelf, and I think I broke it. But he did it. In fact, I'm going to do the same. He did it like a metallic brown. I got a root beer metallic brown I'm going to use on it.
You know, that's the thing about the hobby. It connects us back to our childhood when life was simpler and more enjoyable. And I think so many people miss out on that. It's not funny. It's you can, and it's a shame too many people our age didn't do that with their kids. I mean, if they don't want to do it, they're not going to want to do it. But a lot of people are like, no, I'm too busy doing that, and not enough like, well, I need to get my kid in here. Like our dads, a lot of time. My dad didn't build models. I worked on one stuff with him when he felt patient enough to work with me.
My dad and one of his brothers built them when they were younger. So by the time I was old enough to remember, I don't think they were building anymore. But and I can remember getting into my uncle's bedroom, and because we would get our hands on the models, me and my brother, and we'd play with them. I remember that what is it, the '66 Chevelle with the flip top hood.
Oh yeah,
my uncle built it in that black with flames, just like the box art, and I broke that thing. And then I tried to fix it. It's probably about 5. I tried to fix it. And I got a hold of his orange testers and just got it everywhere in his room.
You know, a lot of people don't like orange testers, but used in the right manner for the right stuff, it works great. It's great for seam selling. All right, Gary, have a good one.
Look. See you, Gary.
We'll try to figure out.
See you, Gary.
When y'all can connect with little Jimmy, and we can figure out and go from there. But if you want to know, like a show, and I'm not, I hope I'm not interfering with Ted, is I mean, Mark Batson's starting to do a lot now. But is this guy right here? I mean, if you want to know about a show, this guy will, and he's a cool human being. I mean, Tim will, Jesus.
Oh, Tim, yeah.
You'll see the Circle City stuff. Just go in and look up swap meets and of course newest videos as well.
Oh yeah, I talked to him at Acme.
He says he's only 6'3", but he looks about 6'7", 6'8".
Who's that?
Tim Brown. He was just out at the Roscoe Turner show out there in Indy. That's a really good IPMS show. Ooh. And it's not a Chevy product, which is even shockinger. And that's the one.
Oh, nice.
You know, that's the one thing I wished somebody like Pro Scale Finishes, or, I mean, I've got a can and ain't much left in it, but I could. Problem is, you don't know if you could get it to England. I could ship it over there, and he could spray it and take a photo of it and find out what it is. But tested buffing aluminum and all that stuff. That Jesus, I was like, well, what's the big deal of the Model Master line? And yeah, well after they closed down, I bought some and found out why.
You should try his aluminum. It's amazing. I think it's better than Alclad myself. Doesn't require any buffing at all.
So you got to spray that. I've heard some people say spray it over a light blue. I've heard others say black.
Well, I mean, I've sprayed over gray, black. To me, it coats so well. It's super shiny. This I already put a wash on, but you can see the way that hits the light.
Because I got to get a trailer done with a polished aluminum.
This would do it.
We all do, right?
Back here, I use 3 colors. This is aluminum. This is, I think, stainless steel, and this is light gunmetal.
Well,
Camera didn't quite pick it up with it. They're all different.
I got to get some gunmetal.
Yeah, that's what this. Chassis. That's what this chassis is. This is Alclad stainless steel. That's what I used on that.
What you painted over? Primer, black, and
black
model kit.
Yeah,
no, that piece wasn't glued in. I forgot that piece wasn't glued in.
We're not talking you, Kevin, you traitor. You Benedict.
Yeah, Kevin, I like the metallizers, but one of the things that impressed the hell out of me about Pro Scale is it's got so much pigment in there, you don't need a metallizer. Now, granted, he doesn't do all the different colors that you can get like an Alclad, but for a car, pretty much.
Oh, I'll have to go look at it. I'll have to switch numbers sometime, Dan.
Yeah, check this out. I just scored this on eBay yesterday.
Oh Lord, Red, you're gonna have all the cool kids all pissed off now. You mentioned Krylon, Rust-Oleum, and all that crap they say you can't use.
Can you see that? Can you see my screen?
Yep, I can see it.
So I've been looking for this Coopster for a couple of months ever since I think Gary Ride the Wind is one of it's a guy in Canada, and Bob or somebody on Brian's live had it. I've been looking all over for it. So
Christ, I find them all the time.
I've been looking for like 2 months. So to get this, I had to buy this lot, which is not bad because that kit is bad. That's an older kit. Back when Jimmy Flintstones was working with testers and stuff. And I believe his resin was a lot better quality back then, too. So that's a pretty old kit. That's probably more than 20 years old. This one, I was thinking about throwing it to Jimmy. I have no interest in this. I don't know if anybody has interest in a drag racing boat.
Nothing here. Ted's always up for model kits, especially when doesn't have.
And then this, I'm probably going to resell some of these. I didn't even know Matchbox and AMT ever had a.
Yeah, when Lindsay bought them out from the regular.
I have 2 of these from Tamiya, so I don't really need this. I really just bought it for this, and this is being a bonus.
I'm one of these weirdos. The only color that Mercedes the Goldwing car belongs in is their silver with the red interior. I love Cliff too. Kevin, I'm joking. Not my fault you don't have a sense of humor.
I know. I was thrilled to get that Coopster. I have that. I mean, that 37 Ford was released as the Boyd Boothster, which I have. I got the van version of it, but I've never seen it in a hardtop, and I've been looking for that sucker.
They came out with 4 different versions of that in a line. And Ted, could you tell them what my channel name used to be before I had a meltdown and quit YouTube?
Oh, hell, I don't remember.
Model Kit Grail Hunter. I'm
Oh,
telling you,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can find just about anything. It's not going to be cheap a lot of times, but I can find anything. And for the love of God, what Brian said the other night, don't take everything we say seriously.
So this I had for years. My wife and I built this. This is the Smoothster. She did pretty much everything except for the body.
Now,
So
who was that again?
nice kit.
What brand was that? Coopster?
This was the Testors Boyd Smoothster. It's the same kit, just that this one had a convertible top. So what is it? The Vantastic is built on this same thing. They just made a van body. It's a pretty decent kit.
Okay, now let me do this. Bring this up. We'll go through this series. There's obviously the Smoothster. Then you got this one right here. A buddy of mine's got a.
Yep, I've got that one. I've got that one.
And then there's this one.
That's the one I just bought.
Then you got.
I've seen that one. I like that one, but again, it's got the convertible top. I was looking for the hard top. Yep, I've seen that one. Mostly just. What did it say that here? New parts? Ooh, that's nice.
And I like it in that color scheme right there.
I have seen that one. I've actually seen that one built just like that.
And then you got this one.
I never seen that.
The original was a 4 carry series history, which I believe is this one, then this one, and then there was one other. I think it was the ragtop one. But yeah, Scale Mates is really good. Give me a second, Ted, to bring something up.
You got a Scale Mates page, Jeff?
No, I don't.
I've got my whole stash on Scale Mates. I use it to manage my stash.
This is one of my connections for model kits. This is the stuff he has. Terry Brown's got that one, actually. That one needs to be totally restructured, 73. But look at that. Let me blow it up so you can see it better. Oh, no, he's got to bring it.
Oh, man, there's some kits I ain't seen in a while.
I've actually, the Time Machine, the one with the cartoon box, I bought that one, and I gave it to a guy for a special reason. I've had 3 of the Time Machine, regular ones. He wants an arm. He wants, because of the exchange, he gets more money in return. But I bought them from America. The Dick Landry, one of them is sitting in New Hampshire. One is sitting in Louisville, Kentucky area. But let me give me a second here. Oops. Go back up here.
I want them all. Actually, I got a Grumpy's Vega.
That's the original one.
I just don't have I don't have the Camaro one though. That's the one I want. Is the Camaro.
I traded that off for a couple kits. Yes, and every time I've emailed that guy about stuff, it's already sold. So I've actually got the Screaming Eagle, which is one of the more rarer ones. It's not because it's only been produced once with all the equipment that's in it to make it a pro stock. and it's molded in blue. Yeah, I mean, geez, let me get out of here for a second. That's just, come on, get over here. I mean, I could sit here. I mean, it's been stripped, but it can be redone. But look at that. 72 Chargers in Mark Matson's hands. Oh, Teddy, don't look at that.
You know what's crazy?
That's the AMT might sign.
Too late, I already saw it.
But this one right here is one of the rarest ones he's got. That's a Rebel drag machine. Needs to be rebuilt, but he wants $20,000 US for everything left. What the hell? Huh? Ah, great. We got a lurker in here.
A lurker?
Yeah. Somebody from Saskatchewan, the province of Saskatchewan. He's a tank guy. He's a tank guy. He just put in LOL.
Tank guy? I like the tank guy. Tank guy's funny. He sends me funny videos and pictures all the time.
Yeah, he just said, "Who's blank penis do you want?" I'm gonna start calling him Gilly Trudeau. I'm sorry, I broke your rule, Ted. I'm sorry. Okay, that was off balance, Gilly. Dan, you'd like this guy. He's a fucking riot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, and the money he wants for some of them kids, they're worth it, but I couldn't afford to go. That guy is in Chicago, and it's holy shit. Gilly, you ought to hop in here for a few minutes. And Dan, Gilly is a combination of you, me, and Gary Ride the Winds all combined. Now he's scared right away.
Yeah, run. See you, Red.
All right.
Thank you for stopping by.
I hope I didn't disappoint you being a dumbass tonight. I aim to please or piss people off. Apparently, I can really do a good job of messing with Kevin in Boston when they think I'm real. One day they might figure it out. You'll know when I'm dead serious is when I'm very calm and collected. That's when I'm going to get serious. Thanks a lot, Ted. Now I got the munchies. And I haven't participated in any of that other stuff yet. I know why you got the munchies all the time, Ted. From all them contact highs being in your house. Waiting for her to come around the screen. What? What'd you say?
No, she got her feet up in the recliner. She ain't getting up again. Nope.
Smart lady. Got to find dinner. Oh, I can find mine in the. Oh, I had a hamburger.
You can't have this though, Jeff. It's sugar.
I know. I'll just be glad when I'm starting to mow again and I can start buying some model kits. I got a couple semis I really want to buy, a couple triaxles, the Alaskan hauler, and still alive, Dan?
What's that?
You still alive?
Yeah, I was just looking through my little stash management here.
Why don't you send me some pictures? You never know what I could trade with you. I got a couple cars Teddy would love to have.
Just look at my Scalemates page.
You have to link me to it.
Yeah, let me find it here. See if this works. You should set up a page.
I changed out mine so much sometimes.
Yeah, well, I use it for that too. It's like I bought these on eBay. I just went and added, but you can keep track of wish lists. If you sold it, if you gifted it. Is that working?
Oh yeah. Here, let me show you what Dan's hiding from all of you guys.
I picked up some good stuff over the years. I've given away a lot more.
That 48 Chevy is a really nice one.
Which one was that?
This one right here. That's got a beautiful six.
Yeah, I picked that up at Upscale, and I don't know if I got a good price, and I pay like
I've
$80.
been on their website. Okay, now
I got it sealed new in box for like $80, but I'd like to open chassis where you can modify the hell out of it.
Yeah, I got 3 of those Foos Camaros.
The 112.
I am trying to find one of these Ferraris, the Enthusiast Series one. James Testers really wants one.
And I also have the original release one, the 3-in-1.
Yeah, I'm about to pick that one up because
also.
I want to do it 2 different ways.
Buddy Fred Henry's looking for one of them, but to turn it into a race
I
car.
sold a bunch of those. I had 2 of the convertibles and 2 of the hardtops. I'm down to 1 of each. That kit's got expensive.
There's a 359 right there. Yep.
Oh, I like that 70 Chevelle, that Baldwin Motion Chevelle.
Which one? Oh yeah, you know what? I got that. I painted a couple bodies for a guy, and he had that in his stash, and he gave it to me. I didn't even know they ever made that.
Yeah, neither.
I've
never seen one of those.
I've never seen it before. And I have the 69 Camaro Baldwin Motion. I love, and I have a 70 Camaro Baldwin Motion. That to me,
I built that car already.
I've never even seen this kit before. I mean, the kit I have, but not with the Baldwin Motion hood.
Yeah, you're right. And depending on where you go in the country, you'll find different things, different prices. Let me get back to where we were. I got a buddy of mine, Josh, looking for a C5, and I can't find one for some reason. Corvette C5. Porsche Speedster, of course.
Yeah, a lot of Porsches.
Nothing wrong with that. Oh, Brian really wanted that one right there.
Which one?
The Jägermeister Porsche.
Oh yeah, those are. You can still find those.
Somebody, Gary Blue Ridge, gifted him the Revell one, which is nicer because it's a full detail. That's a curbside, if I'm correct.
Yeah, but the Tam is probably better quality. I have the Revell one right above it, and I just saw someone build it. He said it's pretty decent.
I know one kit you'd want from me. Hold on a second. It's the only one I think you'd want from me. Oh, well, maybe these. Yeah, this one. Hey, Bob. It would be this one. Because they changed some things in 79 to make it that. They changed it from a 76 to a 77, 78. Yeah, I wonder what show I got this at, Teddy.
I've never seen it. Is that new?
I don't know. What show was it?
I got it 2 years ago. It's the first time we met.
Ah, okay.
I wonder if that's. I got to look at scale mates. Is this one based off of that one?
T490. Nope. And here's how you can tell. Get that out of there. Imagine decals are shot. They are. Let me find the damn hood. See, here's the hood. Now you can get one of these types of hood with that, but it's not. You can tell right here. Don Piggott actually told me about that. If you look there to there, I got a original. The only original 73, the first ever 73 made by MPC. But I have a connection because I know the guy that actually raced. I see him race, but not in that car. No, I'm gonna go shut that light off. But Kevin does have one I want to get from him.
I don't know if you saw the Camaro's in my stash. It's Porsche's number 1, Camaro's number 2. I think I have every iteration of
I knew there was a reason I liked you, Dan.
I think I have all of Revell's 69 versions. And then I scored that 68 Nicky or 67 Nicky. Have you seen that one? I'll show you here. Let me go back to my stash here. This one right here. Have you seen this one?
Oh, that was. Hold on a second.
I've seen that one. Yep.
I've never seen a 67 with that RS style front grille. I've seen a couple of these. I've done nice. These I twisted somebody's arm to buy this off of them, and I've never actually seen one of these built in person before.
Yeah, because those usually was only the 68 and 69s that had the hideaway headlights.
I haven't even seen a 68 with the highway headlights. I've only seen them with the open style.
See, aren't you looking for that grill?
I'm looking. I'm actually looking for this. Hold on, what was it? Yes, but in a 112, because I want to get that 3-in-1 112th, but I want to do it like Big Red. You guys familiar with that car?
No, but you want to get that while you can.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go pick one up this week.
They're gonna go expensive, but
This came in $2. I originally did this in the green scheme. I'm looking forward to building this one again. And I got this 70 Baldwin Motion, but it's an AMT. It's a really crappy kit, but I just like the Baldwin Motion.
Yeah, in fact, that's what I used to love, trying to find those Baldwin Motion ones, because those were the ones that had the hockey stripe in it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Until they just released that, what was it, an SS, that green SS or something like that. That Camaro that was that an SS? You had one in there. I seen it.
Yeah, it's a 427 SS RS, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but it's green, and it's the new one that they released recently.
And I went and I was trying to collect all the Fooses. I think I have all of them except for the Snap Tight Corvette.
Oh, don't let Gary see that Bugatti or Ride to Win, because they.
Yeah, I had a friend send this to me. He started and he did a couple things like, I want to see what you do with it. I'm like, I tell you what I'm doing with it is sell it.
Yeah, that's it. The SS 396.
Oh, the green one.
The green one, yeah.
It's re-released as the green one. This one.
Yep, that one. Yep. I was gonna say, ever since that's until they released that, you couldn't get that white hockey stripe.
Oh, really? Unless you had.
Unless you got the Baldwin Motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did this one in Rally Green back in the 90s. I don't know what happened to it, but I think I'm going to do it again, Rally Green.
Yeah, I have that box around here somewhere.
Kevin, you'd
The
make
one with
money.
the green.
Cash, straight cash, homie.
Yeah, I got this.
Oh,
Who did I get this? I got this off a guy in England. He was selling the stash. I forgot I had it. That's sitting in the back of a shelf.
Yeah, I got a guy, like I said, he was up by Kevin, well, a little ways from Kevin Smith looking for
This
wood.
kit, I'm kicking myself. I scored this up with somebody online, and I gave it to a friend as I wasn't going to build it. Then when he built it, I was like, man, that's really nice. Then come to find out these are pretty rare. There was a guy on Amazon was selling 6 of them for $38 a piece. And I bought 2,
Damn.
and I sent one to a friend as a gift. And then I looked online; these things were selling for like $160. So I went back to buy the other 4, and they were already gone. He sold them all in like 2 days.
Kevin, all you got to do is open your damn closet, and then you can show us.
You ever seen this one? I really thought this would be worth more money today. I've never built it; it's on my list, but it came with this paper wrapping on the outside. It has no box art. This is it. I can't remember what was special.
I just saw Jimmy in the chat. It
He's
sucks.
working late.
Jimmy always seems to work on Wednesday nights.
If you can get your hands on one of these 64 Falcons from Trumpeter, these kits are amazing. Absolutely
Like I said,
amazing.
Snappy Pappy wants one to build into a race car.
He's going to have to pay.
Best bet is, you can open a resin hood, but it's hard.
These suckers are going for like 150 on eBay, and I wish I hadn't. I scored one of these at a shop in California for $40. He had it on the shelf. I don't think he knew what he had.
There was a couple videos Tim Brown did. He said you usually don't see them. Then there was a shitload of them, and I'm like, dirt cheap, way cheap. A third of what you just said.
I was in my hobby shop one day. I had got the convertible. I liked it so much I bought another one, and then I was looking for the hardtop, and I'm at this other hobby shop in California. It's on the bottom of the shelf for $39.99. He had it forever. And when I told him that they were going for $100 on eBay, he was like, "Oh, damn!" But then I'm at my hobby shop in Burbank one day last spring, and they got a container shipping from Japan. It had a whole bunch of those in there. I bought every one that he had. The guy at Innovative Slots bought up a bunch of them from me.
Yeah, you get the AMT version. Holy shit, you're going to be paying your left, right, and Kevin Smith's first, third, and 12th build.
I didn't know AMT made one of those.
Oh. Yeah,
this one here, this one I just got on eBay, 1979 was last time that box was released. I got it factory sealed.
Somebody asked me why you asked me, Dan, what's the one kit I'm scared to death to build? When you're done with this, I'll show you. It's not because it technically it is a rare kit, but it's not a rare kit because they reproduced this kit, but under its black box art version. You can get this as the Warlock, but they only did it one time as the Firefighter. And it's completely molded in orange, and that son of a bitch is sealed. But these are the ones I know you like, Dan. And I know Teddy will like them too.
Which one?
You know how to tell it's old? That's when they did that to boxes.
Oh.
But this is the holy grail for me because I'm a Pepsi fan and I actually watched Tiny Lung race. And this is the first ever 73 produced.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I was like with no bumper or split bumper.
And the 73 and 74, you can tell the difference between that because of the roof where down in here. It's considered a small window versus a bigger window. What? Oh, yeah, the 69 Caprice. Kevin Smith, type into this story. He knew a guy, and they demolished the place and just threw everything out. Had multiple 68, 69, 70 hollers. Make a grown man cry. And they're all destroyed, but that's what makes it valuable. Jimmy doesn't understand that.
I think too, you look at what we love to build for kits, especially like American muscle cars and stuff. I mean, they've gotten to the age now, man. You don't even see them out on the street very often. Everybody has them locked away. I remember when I was growing up, you could see people actually driving those things on the street.
Yep.
And and I'm not trying to be a jerk. Hold on a second. Question. You got a question there first. The thing is, kids don't have the connection that we did. Taking chrome off, Serge, I highly recommend LA Awesome.
Yes.
Run it under hot water. Don't do what Jimmy did, pull it out and scrub it. Put it under hot water and scrub it.
I've never had to scrub. That stuff works so good, and it's not nasty. Sarge, get you some of this. You can buy. I buy this by the gallon off of Amazon. This is the stuff he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Or go to your local Dollar General. They have it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's where my wife used to get it. Anyway, that strips most chrome in about 10 minutes, and it doesn't stink. It's not nasty. If you've got really high quality chrome, it might take a couple of days, but don't use oven cleaner. That stuff's the LA Awesome stuff is the way to go.
Yeah, that's another build I got to get onto. I got to figure out where the hell I put that.
Pretty much
unless you're trying to strip that what is it, the Savino's JR chrome.
Yep. LA Awesome.
That stuff's got metal in
it. Kevin's right. Sometimes you got to use the oven cleaner too. But the one thing you don't want to, within an hour, Kevin, and I wasn't sure of it. Again, Don Piggott, Don's Model Garage, said use it, and I did, and it's like the Street Freak Mustang, or went by a half a dozen other names. Boy, that is the most hideous. I mean, plastic. I don't know what kind of plastic they use, but it's stunk. And by the way, we may have, Dan, if I'm out there, we may have to take a ride to Akron, because Kevin said if I showed up, he would give me whatever models I wanted. He's only got one I want to walk out of there with it.
And this is some of the big stash. I don't know which Kevin.
No.
Kevin Smith?
Yep.
How far is it to Akron?
From you, I don't know. But they got a hell of a model show there, Plastic Undercover. A lot of the original Toledo NNL guys go to that. Not all of them. You got the Cincinnati Challenge. Poor Teddy's going to have anal glaucoma that day. It's on a Saturday, but it's at the Warbird Museum. Hopefully
cool.
That's not where you work, Ted.
The Warbird Museum. Where's that at?
Somewhere in Cincinnati. And if I ever go out to visit Teddy, me and him are going to take a weekend, and we're going to go up to Eldora. The 50-50, Teddy, on average, with this race, the winner walks around $75,000 to $100,000. You buy one
nice.
$5 lot of tickets, you could walk out of there and go, whoo, more model kits. The man would be going, no. See, Teddy, this is what you do: is you bring a couple large things of gummy store, and it'd be easier to sneak them in and just hang them out in the stash when she ain't looking. Or do what Gilly says: looked at the wife and says, no, I'm buying more model kits, and that's all there is to it. Be like Gilly. Don't put up with the negativity. He's another good.
Don't be fooled. She If I come home with a model kit, she doesn't say anything to me. Except for, man, that ceiling's getting that pile's getting awful closer to the ceiling.
I've had to have this conversation with my wife. I've had to have this conversation with my wife that collecting and building are two different hobbies. I enjoy them both.
Yeah. Ask her how many.
Yeah.
You know what? They really. I had a girlfriend said, "Boy, you collect a lot of them." I said, "You how many pairs of shoes you got?" Well, that has nothing to do with it. I said, "Well, you don't need that many pairs of shoes either, do you?"
Yeah, I can't use that argument. I think my stash has surpassed her shoe collection. I think.
Jesus, wow. But you get the point I was making.
Yeah.
And
My
Kevin, I'll
wife
even
has
buy
so
you
many
that cup.
shoes that she doesn't really wear them out because she only wears. She might wear a pair once a year.
Hey, Gilly, you at work or at home? There's no excuse if you're at home not to get on here unless you're naked like Gary Ride the Wind, then in case we don't want to see you. Except for Kevin Smith, why, or Gary might want. I don't. Pretty sure Dan don't. Lieutenant Dan.
That's all right. That's all right because it's after 10 and I'm about to call it because I want to keep my time down since I was on late last week.
But it's good. You guys made a friendship connection. Holy shit. Then you'll meet him in person and it'll change the whole attitude. No, Ted's a hell of a good human being. When he isn't watching me get run
I
over.
am not. Quit telling those lies.
I'd do a
God,
late
I can't believe.
I could, I did take an hour and a half nap today.
I'll send you I'll send you pictures of broken aircraft parts again.
Please don't do this. I am.
Oh, Jeff, I got some pictures.
No. I'm 3 weeks from getting on a Southwest flight. Please do not do this to me. But I did get a 737-700, so.
Oh God!
There you go.
I can show you.
No. Please, I'm driving myself down. I could turn around and just come back home.
But here's the thing, Jeff. These, well, I guess we show you pictures of planes that didn't make it, but most of the nasty pictures I have are planes that made it back.
Right.
Southwest has got a good track record.
You just gotta watch out. You just gotta watch out for things like birds.
Yep. My biggest thing is I get very disappointed.
Flock of Canadian geese at 10,000 feet.
Oh, the Canadian Air Force?
Yeah, right.
There was a meme going around Facebook.
Got lucky, didn't go down the engine. Got close though. I know you've seen a few splats in your day, I'm sure, Ted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't ride helicopters. If I wanted one, I could get a free
sure
ride.
have.
Helicopter breaks my most helicopters break my multi-engine rule. I generally don't fly in anything that has less than 2 engines.
You know what, Kevin? A friend of mine once said, and this
That's why I was in the first when you flew on the Chinooks.
It's simple, Kevin. We all got an expiration date. We just don't know when it is.
Yeah.
And my friend said it best. It's going to be over so quick, you never knew it happened. So why live in fear?
Except I have once. I'm on my second expiration date.
Here's a cool one, Jeff. I don't know what this is.
Brake issue?
Nope.
Tire issue?
Looks like he's getting up on a scale, isn't it?
Yep. Way job.
Doing a weight and balance.
Well, I flew home from
28,000 pounds per tire. 29,000 on that one.
as long
Multiply
as
that by 12.
I've been lucky, almost all of my pilots have been military pilots. And somebody goes, "How do you know they're military?" You know when you come to a quick stop on the runway.
You know, when I was when I was in the Air Force, a lot of our KC-10 pilots flew for like United and stuff. They were DC-10 pilots during the week. Man, we used to get up there and do air-to-air refueling, and those guys would fly in big planes like fighter jets. I got videos buried somewhere. A guy come up, made a contact. KC-10, a huge airplane, just backs it off and rolls it. You can see his belly as he's peeling away. The civilian pilots were pretty damn good.
But they most likely got their training through the military. And
They probably were, yeah.
And we both know that the military ain't going to screw around with that crap.
That is pretty amazing, though. You look at your typical military pilots, as good as they are, they have a lot of them. I mean, when they start, they get them in the air quick with very little time under their belt.
Let's throw them to the wolf. Well, the one thing I found, the other reason I really like going to Southwest too is because it goes into Baltimore, and that's one of the easiest airports to get from one side to the other. Some of these airports change them so much. Well, we got to upgrade, and they're huge, and you're friggin' like, I'm trying to find this. I'm like, I don't want to go to New York. I don't want to go to DC. And Charlotte's got their own problems with that airport. I'm like, okay, I can go from here.
Charlotte has gotten too damn busy.
Go from here to Baltimore, wait an hour and 25 minutes or an hour before I get on the plane, then right to Jacksonville. I'm usually good for about 2 hours if I close my eye and choose my gun. But the problem is because the nose points up when you're first going up like that.
Yeah,
you're sitting in your seat, you're level with the plane, but you feel like you're being tipped over.
You talking about a takeoff?
Yep. And Kevin Smith, I would beg to differ. I could go to 2 airports near me that are friggin', I can just hop out of my cab, go through one friggin' thing, and bam, I'm right there where I'm supposed to be. Greater Boston Regional Airport, Manchester, MHT, and again, Baltimore. Birmingham was pretty cool. I thought it'd be a lot bigger than what it was.
No, a lot of those airports pretty small. Manchester's not that big, I don't think either. Well, nope. Bewee's not even that big. Worked at Bewee a few times.
Manchester, you just pull in and you'll see all the signs, you drop out and go. And that's it. And of course, it's going to be easy for me because I should actually go in and sign up for where you're already pre-checked in.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to do that.
I'm trying to think what it's called.
TSA pre-check.
Yep. Because all I'm taking is literally 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of shorts, underwear, all that, and boom, I'm going to be on the plane, and that's going to be the hell of, that's going to be it. And Dan, if you want to get an afternoon live, let me know tomorrow. I can do one.
Yeah, I'm off all week. Yeah. I got nothing going on. I'm just going to be building.
Ted's always welcome too, when he's not taking a nap. Don't laugh. I take one.
I probably won't be taking a nap tomorrow.
What you do wrong. Well, let me know. You guys both got my email. Ted, you got my phone number. You just text me. Hey, I'll try to get James, and I'll try to get Monty if he doesn't have his grandkids. If Monty's there, we got to really watch our language because he has his grandchildren around.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, shoot me an email.
All right.
I get notified right away when those come in.
Teddy looks tired, and his hands
Yeah.
probably hurt him.
I got a break out.
my hands hurt because I've been holding tires, sanding them today.
Oh,
Dad, there's a simple problem to it. Get one of these. Get a tube. Zoom. Zoom. Oh, that's right. Them are them 2-piece tires, aren't they?
Yep, they're the 2-piece tires and they're flat on the bottom.
oh,
Because it's got the crinkle walls on it.
All right.
So
I'm
that
gonna
won't
hold
work. So
hold them with the wrinkle.
putting them in the drill won't work. Yeah, they're
Oh.
pre-wrinkled.
That's kind of cool.
Okay, Kevin, your countdown has begun. 10 IT.
I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, I can't stand that when they mold those in 2 pieces.
Yep.
Oh, you were sanding it flat. Oh, nice. That looks good. You put the flat spot
See
on
what I
it?
mean? They're flat. They're flat on that bottom edge where it sits.
Oh, I thought you did that.
But I've got them sanded pretty well. Yep, if I can. There you go.
Well, I managed to make a mess out of this thing.
So I'm ready to call it a night.
All right, I'm going to leave. That's your basically way of telling me get the hell out of here.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't want to run, too much longer tonight since I stayed on later than I wanted to last week, but that's all right. It happens now and then.
I can always go fire one up just to mess with Jimmy.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting my
All right.
channel should be ready for streaming soon, so I'll send you that info when I'm ready.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Jimmy, we got
Right.
through a whole night without cussing.
Oh, Jimmy.
No, you didn't.
Poop is not considered a cuss word.
Poop is not considered. Roll the clip.
All right,
All
I'm out
right.
here. Have a good one, guys.
You guys have a good night. Everybody in the chat, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Jeff and Dan, thanks again for coming in, hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Everybody have a good night, and I'll catch you all later.